It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we're going to beer from Glastonbury Craft, and it's a bottle of the Equinox Black IPA coming in at 5.9% ABV. There's a look at the label. There's the silver bottle cap. Let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. It's been described as dark and light. Ooh, look at that smoke on the bottle opening. Look, here it goes. Hey. I'm quite clever with this pour. It wants to develop a big fat head. I just know I've been doing this for such a long time now that I can just see. I can see a beer these days. As soon as it hits the glass, you know, right? Slow it down, speed it up, slow it down. And you can go as slow as you like. This beer wanted to just go poof, and you'll have a glass full of foam. We got a 3-finger, slightly off white head, good levels of carbonation, jet black beer in the glass. The beer is available from pioneerbeers.co.uk. Check them out in the description box of the video, pioneerbeers.co.uk. Let's get the aroma on this jet black IPA. It's got that blackcurrant cordial aroma to it. It's a mixture of the biscuit malt, the malt used, and the American hops, I imagine, that are in the beer. Yeah, it's very berryish. In terms of the aroma, it's more, I would say it's more of a, like probably a stout with dark berry, vinous, plum-like flavours in the aroma. Let's see what it tastes like. Cheers. Really carbonated on the palate. It's a little bit roasty, toasty, biscuit malt. Good breadiness. The hops come through on the back end. It is indeed a mixture of plum, figs, prunes, touch of grapefruit, touch of orange. On me. But the roof of my mouth. You know when you drink, I don't know about you guys, well, of course you pierce your lips together when you to drink, so you closed your mouth. The carbonation was bashing the top of the roof of my mouth. It's a little bit aggressive. But tasty. Yeah, tasty. Just had a bit of raisin flavour come through. So how do Glastonbury Craft? They're actually Glastonbury ales, but this must be their kind of craft range of beers. Okay, so this black IPA is crafted to play with your senses. It pours very dark with a cream-like head, complex flavours from a combination of bitter chocolate and sweet roasted malts, cut with citrus and sharp pineapple. A fantasy of hop Americana, Chinook, Cascade and Mount Hood. Eat it with charcoal steaks, poultry, spicy ribs, or a blackened salmon. I won't be eating no blackened salmon, I'm not a real fan of fish. Equinox Black IPA, Dark and Light by Glastonbury Ales, Glastonbury Craft. I want to just, before I rate it, I want to touch on what they've said about the roasted malt in the beer, the chocolate, the coffee, the caramel flavours. Let's give my opinion on that. There is a little bitterness from the roasted malts, but I would say it's more leaning to black IPA territory, which it should be. It's called a black IPA. It's leaning towards a black IPA. If you're talking about things like bitter chocolate and sweet roasted malts, a black IPA, or the original concept of a black IPA, was that you would be drinking, in your mind, you'd be drinking a golden ale, but it was black in colour. So you don't really want to taste too much of that roasted malt, that chocolate malt, as they've called it. They've actually got it spot on. They've actually got the description. I would slightly adjust their description, really. It's a better beer than they're actually describing it, which is quite unusual, really, for a brewery. It's better than they're saying it is. Look at the lacing though, it looks good. Really nice looking beer. Let's rate it. I like it. It's got that kind of funky, weird cherry cola flavour you get sometimes with a black IPA. The hops pull through lovely. It's citrusy and grapefruity and piney. I suppose the roasted malts are doing a little bit of work, but that's all they're supposed to do with a black IPA. They've actually got it, as I said earlier, a lot more spot on than the label on the back of the bottle describes. So I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. It's a 7 out of 10 from Reload Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! And cheers.